This is my old bicycle that I had from when I was 10.
College Eats.
Hey, what's going on, guys? And welcome back to another episode of College Eats. And today I'm going to be cooking up some bacon wrapped asparagus for you guys, suggested by Kevin Corder, aka Major Threat, aka the worst Call of Duty player you'll ever meet. But anyways, before we jump into that, I just want to welcome one of my new subscribers, Ballistic Barbecue. He's got a pretty sweet channel, just does pure barbecue stuff and some pretty mouth-watering stuff. So I'll leave a link in the description for you guys. You know, go check him out. You know, subscribe to him. He's a pretty cool guy. But let's jump right into this. Alrighty, guys. So prepping our asparagus here. You know, you can do that whole method where you want to snap the asparagus in half, but I think that's just a waste. Honestly, we're just gonna cut the very ends off of it, because when you snap it, you lose about 30% of the asparagus, right? And I don't like that. So cut that all up. And now with our bacon, instead of just using the whole piece of bacon, we're gonna cut it down into strips, because if you use the whole piece of bacon and wrap it, by the time the bacon is actually cooked, the asparagus is going to be overcooked and it's just going to be a soggy mess, right? So we're just going to cut them into some strips. So probably want to use the center cut it's a little bit more even. Once we have them like that, we are just going to take a toothpick through one end. So we hold the bacon in place there. Alrighty, and you want to have your toothpick laying the same way, so when you put them in the pan, it's going to lay nice and fat. And try and have the bacon as tight on the asparagus as you can. So I've got my pan here. I've had it heating up, you know, over some medium heat, and let it over medium heat for about 3 minutes, just so it gets a little hot. Then I'm going to add some oil into the pan. Make sure it gets mixed around nice. And then comes the good part. Add our bacon straight in. You want to hear that sizzle right away when the bacon hits the pan. So we're going to let those guys go, and we're just going to wait till they get crispy on the first side and then flip them over. You pretty much just want to get them crispy on both sides, and then you're all good to go. Alright, so these guys have probably been going for about 2 minutes, I would say. And we're just going to flip them over, see what they look like. It's got a little char right there, that's what we want. I'd probably use tongs for this, but mine are in the dishwasher. Ow! You want to see there, nice little char on them. Looking good, baby! Looking good! Alright, so, and also once your bacon's crisp on both sides, you want to turn the heat right down to the very lowest it can go on your burner, just to help cook the asparagus straight through. So once your asparagus is pretty much done, we're going to add a little bit more flavor in here. This is option number one. I'm going to show you second option in a second. Add a little bit of butter and some chopped garlic. We're going to do the same thing here as you would do a steak, and we're just going to baste that asparagus. I'm not even sure if I can see. Just going to baste that asparagus. It's going to help crisp up the bacon a little bit more. Add some nice buttery flavor with a little bit of garlic. And this is the wow factor. So now for our second option, do the same thing here. Now this one's for Kevy here, because he's from the south. He likes it a little sweet. We're going to take some brown sugar, put it right in that butter. Let the brown sugar melt a little bit with the butter. Do the same thing. A little bit more butter, since the brown sugar kind of, in the south they like everything nice and sweet. So we're going to let that brown sugar melt into the butter, and we're going to do the same thing as we did before. And this is kind of just represents the the candy bacon, but candy bacon on asparagus. Never seen that before, huh, Mage? Stopping by today on College Eats, and I gotta tell you, I've only got one piece of bacon left. I gotta say, I'm gonna go with my friend from the Dirty South on this one. The brown sugar and the bacon You know, if you're gonna try one, guys, I would go with the brown sugar. Fantastic, different contrasts of flavors. It's really good. But anyways, guys, let's leave some comments in the section below. Get some one of your favorites for you next week, and we'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Will you shut up?
You shut up, man. It's a comedy.